If I could learn from some of the other leaders who are out there streaming, like my friend Chad Marks, who runs a program called Blood on the Razor Wire, I would probably schedule these live stream videos so that people knew when to find them. My name is Michael Santos, and I'm the founder of Prison Professors. And today, I'm going to continue this pattern that we're using to record live in a live stream the work that we are doing to help people in prison prepare for success upon release. We want you to be thinking about preparing for success upon release if you are going into that system. We know that it's very difficult to be a justice-impacted person. We know how it can trouble your mind and cause you to lose sleep at night. But we also know there's a pattern through. We also know there is a strategy that somebody could use to transform their life so that they emerge with their dignity intact, with opportunities to prosper, but it doesn't happen by accident. And that's why we really advocate for people to memorialize their journey and demonstrate the steps they are taking to prepare for success. And don't wait until you get into the prison system. Most of our audience is already in prison. We reach more than 300,000 people in state and federal prisons across the nation. And they don't have an opportunity to use these live stream programs, but they do get our courses, and we also pipe them in on DVDs like this. So we're communicating every day with hundreds of thousands of people, and the only reason I think I have any currency or credibility with them is because I served 26 years in federal prison. I was able to come back to society with my dignity intact and with opportunities to build businesses and become successful, even though a federal judge sentenced me to serve a 45-year sentence. I served 26 years inside, but ever since I've come home, in August of 2013, I have been working as if this is a personal ministry for me, striving to change the system and striving to help people inside understand their role in working to change the system. And that includes you. Because if you're listening to this program inside of a jail or a prison and you're facing a sentence and you're in a detention center, or even if you've already been sentenced and you are working through the journey, you've got to be thinking about what steps you can take to position yourself for success in the future. And that's what my journal entry is about today. Every day I suggest the people inside, you've got to do a few things that we recommend on our program at Prison Professors Talent. You should be writing a biography that helps people get to know who you are. You should be journaling your commitment to excellence, the work that you're doing. You should be writing book reports to show that you are on a self-directed learning path, and you should have a really solid release plan. So we write about that. We produce content about that. We distribute content about those subjects. But we also never ask anyone to do anything that we're not doing, that we did not do while we were inside, and that we did not recommend with good cause. So today, I'm going to read my journal entry for August the 8th. Today is Tuesday, August the 8th. It's a little bit later than I typically publish these daily journals, but it's because I was super swamped and super busy today. That's the characteristics of living out here. So let me turn to my journal entry for the day, and I'm going to read it. And you can see this one is from August the 8th, 2023. You notice right there, that's a real-time clock on Tuesday, August the 8th, 2023. I do these every day, so we hope that you'll become a regular subscriber to our programs, whether you're consumer content on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, wherever you get it. We're always producing content with hopes of helping more people inside prepare for a life of meaning and relevance and dignity. And if I'm not mistaken, you should be able to leave a comment or ask a question in real time. And if you do, you can be sure that I will respond to any comment and any question because I never ask anybody to do anything I didn't do. Now let me turn to my journal for today. Every day, I am reaching out to advance my pursuit of success as I define success. Even though I concluded my obligation to the Bureau of Prisons on August the 12th, 2013, I feel passionately about improving outcomes for all people in the prison system. And there's a question for you. Inmate or convict? Notice that I write people when I'm describing what I am doing and feel passionate about improving outcomes for all people in the prison system, right? I use the word people, not inmate or convict. Others use words like inmate, convict, or prisoner. Those labels, however, have a negative connotation. I understand that when a judge sentences a person to the custody of the Attorney General, the person is in prison. Still, everyone in society benefits when we recognize and acknowledge our shared humanity. No one wins by defining people with words that have negative connotations. I remember Counselor Hood, a nice lady who presided over my case during my 15th year of imprisonment. She asked me, "Do you see yourself as an inmate or a convict?" She didn't like my answer. She could choose to use labels, I said, but I would always see myself as an American man and one who would not allow the system to define my life. I look forward to sharing this message with large and small groups. In fact, later this week, I'll travel from Southern California to attend a conference in Philadelphia. More than 1,000 people who hold leadership positions in corrections will attend the conference. I attend those gatherings because they open opportunities to advocate for the importance of reforms that will incentivize people to work toward higher levels of liberty. I hope to help administrators understand that it is in their best interest to support changes to law and policy. If people in prison can work toward earning freedom, more people would work to differentiate themselves in positive ways. Prison professors' talent. We built Prison Professors' Talent with that specific goal in mind. If people show that they are working hard to develop skills and resources that will make them likely candidates to succeed upon release, we can fortify arguments for the changes we want to see. Over time, we hope to profile 10,000 people on the website. When we can show the progress that thousands of people are making, we can persuade more people to support the changes we want to see. Currently, we profile approximately 200 people on the website. Each of those people should work to 1. Create a biography to help others understand their life. 2. Write a journal entry to show others how hard they are working to prepare for success. 3. Publish book reports to show their self-directed pathway to learn. And 4. Show their release plans and invite others to watch their progress. I use those profiles as resources in our advocacy. If we're not featuring your profile yet, then it's time to start. We cannot advocate for a single person. That strategy would not bring the results we want to see. If we want to see results that allow people to work toward home confinement, then we need to advocate for all people in federal prison. And we need to convince cynical people that changing laws and policies that incentivize excellence is in everyone's best interest. Besides the Philadelphia conference, I'm attending universities to advance these ideas. Later this month, I'll present these ideas to a group of students at UC Berkeley. And if we're fortunate, I'll get to share a stage at the famous South by Southwest conference in Austin, Texas, with Brian Hill, CEO of Adovo. Many people in society share our passion for prison and sentence reform. Will you work to become a part of the solution? If so, contact us by sending an invite to communicate with interns at prisonprofessorstalent.com. We hope to feature you. And I want to touch a little bit more on this whole concept of those four-pronged goal. Okay, it's super important if you're a justice impacted person to begin thinking about how you can craft a story that will help your judge, that will help other stakeholders see you as something more than the way prosecutors want to portray you. You've got to be looking at yourself, looking at the future, and thinking about the stakeholders that you're going to sit across the table from and figure out in what ways can I influence the way they see me. Because the reality is there's a lot of cynicism in the way that people view justice impacted people. In fact, I always consider myself to be unemployable because I served 26 years in prison. I'd never really held a job before I went to prison. I mean, I was a kid when I went in there. And now I got out of prison when I was 49, and now I'm 59, but I'm still super passionate about helping justice-impacted people figure out what steps can you take to position yourself for the next chapter in your life. Well, in order to do that, you've got to make other people understand you. That's what your biography is about. And the biography you publish today should definitely describe who you are. But if you've got a good release plan, in 6 months, that biography should be different. It should show the skills you're working toward. Your journal should show how you're working toward this goal every single day. Your book reports show that you are creative. You're not a guy that makes excuses on what the environment doesn't do or the classes that are not available. You are showing others that you're the type of person that can figure out a pathway to success and to excellence. And then you've got to have a really good release plan also that changes over time. So I've said before, I'll never ask anybody to do anything that I'm not doing, that I didn't do while I was in prison. And anybody can look at the website, and I'm going to have to make some adjustments here, but they can see that, how it works. They can see how Prison Professor's Talent works. I'm using this platform as a tool to help people like administrators of the judicial system. Let me see if I can adjust this screen somewhat. I think I've got to do some maneuvering here. I've always said that we are not a Disney-level production house. I'm just a guy who served a lot of time in prison and is very passionate about profiling excellence and building arguments that will help very cynical people understand why do we have to change this system. And that's what this website does. It gives you an opportunity to demonstrate why you're different, why you're more like Halim Flowers, Adam Clausen, or Tommy Walker, people that truly did transform their life while they were in prison. You want to show that you're working hard every single day, and if you do that, we are going to be able to profile you on our impact page, which you can see right there. So I'm going to our impact page right there where we're showing the tribes we're building across the country, demonstrating the impact we're having. There's our current list of profiles. We have 204 published right now, but we need to have 2,000 and then 20,000. That's the way we move the needle. Our journal entries are going up to 253. We need to have much more than that. Bio entries at 85. So almost not quite, probably 40% or so of the people that have asked us to build a profile of them have taken the next step and built a biography. We only have 9 release plans. So these are people that have to be working to transform their life. These are the books that we have donated so far. We're continuing to donate books. We're deploying our own money to build our machine, and we want you to be a part of the solution. This is the way that we work to be the change that we want to see in the world. And I know that you want to get out of prison earlier. I know that you want to have a successful career when you come home, but what saying that you want it isn't enough. You got to work toward it, right? As I always quote the famous basketball coach Bobby Knight, he says, everybody has the will to win, but not everybody has the will to prepare to win. We want you to be a winner. And that means you've got to prepare. You've got to sow seeds today for the success that you want to become tomorrow. And I know that you can do it. My name is Michael Santos. I'm the founder of Prison Professors, and I believe in you.